Hey everyone, it's Ryzen, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. And I made a couple of tweaks to my recording settings here, so hopefully it'll take up more space on the video player on YouTube. I don't know what happened with episode 2, but for some reason YouTube really didn't like it. But let me know what you think. It shouldn't really hamper anything, just it'll take up more of the space on the video. Unfortunately, you're still going to see some black bars because, well, it's a 4:3 game. I mean, and even if I record it in widescreen, it's going to be anamorphic widescreen. So not much I can do there. Let's watch the TV, actually. Apparently turning on the TV causes an earthquake. I mean, there are ways of getting YouTube to take a 4:3 game and record it in proper widescreen, or render it out in proper widescreen, but that would involve me getting Sony Vegas, and I don't intend to spend $300. Actually, I think Sony Vegas is more like $400. I'll stick with the $70 Power Director, thank you very much.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you.
As opposed to,
please, have a seat.
Just talking for fun?
Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24
considering
hours?
It doesn't even technically consist of 24 hours. 23 hours and 56
Do you remember the night
minutes,
you
I
came
think?
here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins.
Perfectly normal to me.
Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
So, what happens in other places in the world? I mean, it's not midnight everywhere else in the world. Yeah, I don't get it. No, the dark hour happens.
I know how you feel. Who would believe
no matter
such
where
a
you
story?
are at the same time.
But the dark hour occurs
So,
each night. Right
if you
at
were 4
midnight.
hours behind Japan's
It'll
time,
happen tonight and every
that's
night
when
to
you would
come.
experience the dark hour.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside
It's just
their
conveniently
coffins.
midnight in the game,
But
in Japan.
that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting.
Because it makes it spookier!
You saw those creatures. We call them shadows.
Okay.
They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin.
So, do the coffins
it's our job
protect
to
us
defeat
then?
them. Sounds
Or
exciting.
protect
huh?
humans?
Akihiko, why are you always like
Yeah.
that? You just got hurt
Fighting
the other
evil
day.
monsters sure is fun, as a high school student.
Now, he does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad.
That can't be an
C for
official
short. On paper,
club.
we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to
You have the
defeating
word
shadows.
execution
Mitsuru is the leader.
in
I'm
the
club advisor.
club name.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim
I think
becomes a
somebody
living
would have
corpse.
questions about that.
They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news,
Oh.
if not all of them.
Well, let's call the police.
Unfortunately, the police can't do anything
Oh,
during
yeah,
the
they're
dark
kind of in
hour.
coffins.
Although rare, there are those who can function
Huh.
during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to
So
fight the
Akutsuki
shadows. That's persona,
doesn't have a
the
persona.
power you used the other night. the shadows can only be defeated by Persona users.
But he can function.
Which means it's all up to
During
you
the dark
guys.
hour. Okay. So...
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us.
he is the
We've
main
prepared an evoker
protagonist.
for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Why not? Let's do it.
I was afraid you'd say no.
And then the game would end.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Weren't you the holdup?
Hold up. But wasn't that...
So you could spy on him?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
we just spied on you in your sleep. Totally irrelevant. Why am I hearing voices? Mysterious voice in the head? That's probably not normal. So these are your social links. This one's automatic, the Fool one. And anytime we fuse a Fool's persona, we will get bonus experience for it. That will, well, level it up or get it closer to leveling up. You can get up to 5 bonus levels for social links. So that's convenient.
Hi, how are you?
Probably better before you woke him up. How did you get in here?
I'm always with you. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I
That
thought
we're all
I
gonna
should tell
die?
you.
Yeah, let's not be a jerk. He actually gets kind of surprised if you're a jerk. It's kind of amusing, but nah, let's not do that.
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is.
Neither do a whole lot of other people, apparently, in real life.
Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power.
Considering we just barely
And
survived
an
that Mayan
unusual
apocalypse.
power
Whew,
it is.
that was tough.
A power
Back in
that takes
2012.
many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on
That's a
where
question
you
for
end
you.
up.
Where were you on the Mayan apocalypse?
Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor
What, the
your
contract?
commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget
Considering
about
you can
me.
invade his room at will,
Okay, then.
I don't
See
think that's
you
going to be a
later.
problem. You know, maybe you want to bring up that there's a mysterious boy invading your room in the middle of the dark hour with the other team members. Might be a good idea. No? Wait a minute. That was Saturday. Why were we in school on a Saturday? Well, in Japan, you really do go to school on Saturdays. Yep, Monday through Saturday, and typically they have prep school on Sunday. It's tough.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here?
Probably be a bit too much for me to handle, to be honest.
Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce.
What's
Hey,
going on?
hurry up.
Hold your horses.
Oh
This
no.
is freaking heavy.
Yeah,
Junpei?
this is
Why
why
is he
Junpei was all
here?
excited earlier.
Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2.
Apparently,
He'll be staying
he's a
here as of
Persona
today.
user. That's
What's
definitely
up?
not how that was spelled.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential.
yeah,
but
he's
just
a Persona
awakened to
user.
it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential?
No,
For
just
real?
kidding.
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but
I don't know, I'd probably
That's
freak out too if I was surrounded
He
by
said
coffins.
that's,
No, wait, that's perfectly
you know,
normal. Never mind.
Completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything.
They
You
all
guys
did
feel that?
awaken to a persona, you know. I could be a jerk, but nah.
Oh,
Let's
that's
not make
good.
him feel bad.
You should, since you're a persona user. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had
Junpei's
no
pretty good,
idea.
actually.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind
He's about the only one late game that actually does decent
You're
damage
stoked too, right? Having
outside of
me
the main
join?
character. Yeah, your party members are pretty useless in this game,
Yeah.
outside of supporting you.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're
For
about
what?
ready.
We're gonna
Beat
go
up
do
some shadows?
something? Sweetness.
With this many people, we can
Are
start
we going now?
exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
What's Tartarus?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
We believe we can find the reason.
Inside tartar sauce.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details.
Or
tomorrow
the,
night, so be ready.
The land ship in Tales of the Abyss. Apparently, we're not going tonight. Seems to be a lot of assemblies here. I don't think we're gonna actually get to go through Tartarus today. Sorry.
I thought I was gonna fall
What,
asleep in
class?
there.
What's going on, Mitsuru?
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
I like how everyone is
I'll
just
save the
spying in
details
like,
for later.
ooh,
See you
what's
there.
the talk about?
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
She's probably busy with things like student council. Unlike
That
us.
sounded bitter.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's
Just what? Guess you're not gonna tell us. Although you should probably already figure out why she distrusts Mitsuru. Considering what she told us about the Kirijo group. Once again, another day we lose. Don't worry, eventually we will actually be able to do things. Seriously, Atlas, please fix this in Persona 5, please. Introduction, 30 minutes, tops. Maybe an hour. Maybe, and it better be a damn good introduction.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your
As opposed to half of it?
attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only
Aren't
persona
you a
users
Persona
we
user?
had. But that number
No, he's actually
recently
not.
jumped to 5.
He's just one of those people that can
Therefore-
function despite not having a persona at the dark
Starting
hour.
tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration.
Oh, there's no
of Tartarus.
time limit within Tartarus, by the way.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this?
So you can spend more than an
Tartarus
hour
thing
in there,
again?
which is kind of bizarre.
You
Which I
haven't
like
seen
for
it, Junpei?
gameplay purposes.
Hmm?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
Yeah, Tartarus is the
dark
game's
hour?
one and only dungeon. which
Just like
is
the
stupid.
shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the
It's
perfect
boring,
place for us to
lame,
train.
and random.
You can think of it as a shadow nest.
But oh well.
Whoa. Their nest.
The game has
huh?
other things about it that make it good.
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only
What
come as
about you,
far as the
Mitsuru?
entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something
How
we
big
can
can this
avoid.
place actually be? Come on.
Relax. I've got your backs.
Can't be hundreds of floors or anything like that.
I'm
That
not
would
so
be
sure about this.
more than a little ridiculous.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't
Oh yeah, I
summon
kind
a
of spoiled
persona.
that, huh? Sorry, but it was pretty obvious. It's not a major plot point or anything. There's not like any reason why or anything.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Why are we at the school?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
Okay, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not normal.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything
Well,
returns to normal.
that's good.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
Let me guess. You don't know.
You don't know either?
No.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
I'm sure.
complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds.
Yeah, why
about
need to
fighting.
know why we're fighting or anything?
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't
Dude, you're
it?
hurt.
There has to be some sort of clue in here about the
Don't
dark
get so
hour.
overly anxious there.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
Yeah, so here we are.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
Yeah, it does look pretty interesting.
But it sure
Little
is
bit.
creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
Looks more like a clock to me, but okay.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have
Sounds
a look
good.
around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you
Sounds good.
information from
You know what
here.
else sounds good? That save point over there.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
So, who's that gonna be?
For real? One of us? Me.
You're
Pick
the new
me.
guy here, dude. Sit down and shut up, Junpei.
You're in charge.
Why?
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
But he has fought them before.
That is true.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another
Why is
reason.
that?
You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties?
Actually,
like you
yeah, they can.
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona,
Yeah, not
you're
always the case.
screwed.
I'm aware of that.
But for the most part, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that key we had. I'm not gonna get into this today.
I've been waiting for
Where else would you be?
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering
Oh yeah,
these
we have to go through a 60-hour dungeon crawl to
is
do
why
that.
You must be made aware of the nature of your power.
I don't want to know.
Your power
Why is that?
unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite
Well, that's a weird analogy.
possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas, and
But only
them
one
as
at a time.
needed. And when you
Although
have
you can carry up
defeated
to
your enemies, you will
12
see
with
the
you at
faces
once.
of possibility
But not
before
right
you.
now. Right now, I think it's only 6.
There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear.
As you
Seize
level
what
up
you
your
have
character, you'll be able to hold
earned. Your
more
power will grow
personas.
accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then,
Okay, essentially
Farewell.
this guy confused personas you have to get new personas. I am going to follow specific paths for the personas that I want. In general, you could probably just fuse whatever and
Hey,
get stronger
are
personas
you
and be
alright?
fine. But
Yeah, what's up? You
in
look like a
general, you want to
zombie.
be able to hit weaknesses without having a weakness that the enemy will hit while you're hitting their weakness. Yeah, I opened the door. And they can't see it.
Huh? What
Another
door?
25-minute episode.
Man, are you loco?
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
So it looks like next time we'll be finishing the introduction.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
Can I save?
Let's go.
Please let me save. Please. Also, you pick your party here in this little hub area, but we only have 2 party members, so... Yukari over there is... Wind Elemental. And Junpei is Fire Elemental. Right now we can't remove them from our party, but later on you can. Yeah, to change their equipment, you actually have to examine the character or talk to them, and then you can change it. Which is really stupid, by the way. You can see the skills that they're going to learn, or the skill list, and what they're strong and weak to. And their stats. Also, unlike you, their character and persona will always level up at the same time. Take a look at Yukari here. Yukari also uses a bow, so even if she misses with a physical attack, she'll never fall down. So that's good. But yeah, she's a healer. Junpei is a damage dealer and also has a defensive buff. And Yukari is a healer / wind elemental user. But I'm gonna end it here. This is Ryzen. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll explore Tartarus. Take care.